Hey, Ed here from 10,000 Foot View, and I've got another Google Ads quick tip for you today. So today I want to talk about negative keywords and how they become a little bit more convoluted, I guess, because you now have multiple places you can add them. I'm just going to discuss kind of how we do it at my agency in terms of how we break that out. So first off, there are now three places you can add negative keywords, and I'm going to exclude doing them like in an MCC above different, like a sub account. But basically, there are three within a single account. And so the first one is the new one, which is account level negatives. And importantly, those negative keywords apply to every single campaign in your account. And they include not only search terms that you'd be blocking, but also um, content, meaning like contextual targeting for placements. So that's an important distinction that you have to be aware of if you're going to run negatives at that level. The second level is keyword lists, negative lists, and those can be individually applied to different campaigns. And then the third level, which is really two levels, is you can add keywords directly to, sorry, negative keywords directly to campaigns and ad groups. The obvious one to start with is the account level. And really, those are ones that they're no-go keywords. So anything that's obviously you don't want to ever serve your ads for at all should go in there. And importantly, anything you want to block in your PMAX campaigns will go in there. Alternatively to that, you can ask your ad manager still to add specific keywords per PMAX, and you may need to do that under situations where you need to create filters between different PMAX campaigns. So keep that in mind. In terms of lists, it's still going to be your core. And one of the reasons for that is you're allowed just way more negative keywords. And so with the account level, I believe it's 1,000 max, which sounds like a lot, but it's really not. We have, client accounts with thousands and thousands of negatives. So the lists are really going to be kind of your bread and butter. And you're typically going to have a few kind of general lists that could be like DIY words, or it could be job related words. And so the idea is to create kind of negative keyword themes. And then you can, as appropriate, apply those to different campaigns. And it's a really good way to stay organized and to kind of easily digest your negatives and manage things. And so that's what you should be using as kind of your main negative strategy. But there are use cases for campaign and ad group. And mainly that would be when you have, a particular ad group where you want to allow a specific keyword to run. So maybe you're blocking it across the rest of the campaign, or that's your plan, but you want it to run on a specific ad group. And we have cases like that with a couple clients. And so what you need to do actually is add that negative to all the other ad groups in that campaign, except for the one you're planning to target that keyword. So that's mainly where you're going to use campaign and ad groups. We see a lot of advertisers, they just kind of use that because it's just like the easiest to do. And that's fine, particularly if you have a relatively simple account. You don't need to get involved with the building lists. And in terms of workflow, it is easier to add. Like if you're going through a search queries report, it's easier to just add those directly to the campaign or the ad group rather than having to like download them into a spreadsheet and then upload them to a list. But that's kind of how we do it at my agency. And I think that if you follow that kind of general rule of thumb, that you'll find that your negative strategy is pretty well organized, and you're not in a situation where everything is just a complete mess. Anyway, that's it for today. I will see you next time.